Mwando. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we're progressing. Let me invite the leader of Igbo Social Cultural Organization, now running ONI, that is Ohaneze Ndigbo. The Deputy President is going to be talking to us because the President was here around 10:30 a.m. Well, I think you understand and you see what happens on social media. There's certain people that were indicating moving to the south part of the country. So sometimes, because of the information we see on social media, everybody has to be careful and always be at alert. AI also plays its role. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Ambassador Oke Nwadinobi, put your hands together for him.
Excellency, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mbah, very ably represented by His Excellency Barrister Ifeanyi Osai, Deputy Governor of Enugu State. His Excellency Dr. Okwesiliete Ward, former Governor of Enugu State, our leader in Abuja, Chief Dr. P.N. Okeke. We're very happy to have you here. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to plead that you allow me to stand on the existing protocol. Today is indeed a very special day. As you've been told, our President General, Senator John Azuta Mbata, left Port Harcourt by 5 a.m. to be here for 11 o'clock. He arrived by 11 o'clock this morning, and expecting that this event would have started by 11 o'clock, and by 1 o'clock, he would have concluded his assignment here and moved over for a 2 o'clock assignment. So he's asked me to apologize to all of you. He prepared a written speech, which unfortunately hasn't been given to me. So I'm going to speak on behalf of Ohaneze, but I'm going to express my personal views. I'd like to say that what is happening here today is a great thing for Ndigbo. I have been part of similar events. First, as the president of Enugu Chamber of Commerce, Industrial Mines and Agriculture. I've also done this as chairman of Southeast Chambers of Commerce Forum, where we came together to set up the Southeast Economic Summit Group. Happily, on behalf of Ohaneze, I was given a role to chair the committee that planned a World Economic Summit for Ohaneze. Now, there's one thing that runs across, and I'm seeing it here, and I'm looking around for our keynote speaker, Professor Ken Ife. There's something that is missing. Each time people are called together to brainstorm, to come up with programs on how we can begin to build Igbo. You see almost an empty hall. We have key people that we know have special roles to play. And why is it that when they're invited, we do not find them? The unfortunate thing that happens is that you will come up with very special papers. There was a time when we organized as Southeast Economic Summit Group, we organized 4 summits in a row. And we brought our best from all over the world. They presented the most excellent papers you can think of. Now, what is it that happened? We turned those papers into books, distributed them when people even refused to buy them. The question is, did they have time to read those papers? The first summit we organized, all the governors in the Southeast attended. And I can tell you that one of the governors who was chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum at the time insisted that we must come up with an executive summary of all the decisions in the summit, and that for the next 1 year, we were going to meet with him every month. And that most of the agreements in the summit, first he was going to take to the president of Nigeria, and a number of things that happened during the tenure of that government came from the recommendations of the summit. And in his state, a number of things, he engaged the business people, the leaders in the state, and I can tell you that a number of industries, a number of key things happened in his state. So we must challenge ourselves. I'm happy that the Excellency are here. The question is, what is it that is the problem? At the Southeast Southeast Governors Forum, is it not possible for us to identify, I believe that we can pick 100 people and talk to ourselves. We can, if you look at the theme for this summit, remaking Southeast as economic powerhouse. I would like to add, remaking Southeast as the economic powerhouse in Nigeria, so that Southeast will be the destination of choice. We have done it before. Dr. Emmanuel Onibo, before the war, was able to establish the fastest growing economy in the world. Not even a study that was done in Nigeria or Africa, but a study carried out in the US, in the United States of America. So something is really missing. We have to talk to ourselves, and we are all talking about Akururu, we are talking about developing the Southeast, but we must engage, just like you mentioned, collaboration. We must engage with ourselves, the leadership, the governors, the political leaders. Ndibo, we have a major problem. We fought a war, and the war didn't go our way. We must accept that. As individuals, we are given 20 pounds. But look at our people, as individuals, talking to themselves, learning from each other, learning from other people in the world. They have rebuilt themselves. They are great people all over Nigeria, all over the world. So what is it that is wrong? There is something that is wrong. We should be able to carry out studies. We should be able to find out what the issues are. We should be able to come up with a master plan. We should be able to agree on things that we must all do. That's the only way we can change our Southeast zone. I'd like to say a very big thank you to the organizers of this event. They should be encouraged. They should be supported. I'd like to appeal that Your Excellency will take back this message to the governor and to his brother governors that something has to change. We are all bleeding. We are all suffering. This is probably the only zone where the majority of our elite, the place is empty. Our people live in Abuja, live in Lagos. That's what is happening. Those that are in Nigeria, others have run away. There must be a way of talking to ourselves. What are these problems? Let us resolve them so that our people can come home, live at home, and make our home better. So, the organizers in this event today, I'd like to say a big thank you. That's the main message I believe our President General would have given here today, to say you've done a good thing, you should be supported. There are many more that are doing great things to ensure that our economy changes and that our homeland gets better. So may we all encourage ourselves, support ourselves, so that our homeland will be better. Thank you for being here, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. I think he spoke the mind of the PG. That is why he's a worthy Deputy President General. A wonderful one. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at your far left or right, depending on your sitting position, you will see good shoes, good sandals, palm slippers of high quality, both the police one, both the ones for customs, both the ones for military, and other ones. They are manufactured in Igbo land, especially at Aba. That is very, very good. And if you look at your bag, you see so many locally made products that would serve the test of time, both to the international community. I can also see Masters brand, Masters oil, Masters grease, Masters synthetic, one of the leading lubricants in Nigeria. They are here. I can also see a particular woman that produces a special bread known as Okpa bread. If you eat Okpa food, which is largely manufactured or prepared in Enugu, there's another dimension to it. If you look at your back, you see that cake made of Okpa bread. And the woman said that they stay at the Enugu Technology Incubation Center. So if your doctor tells you to go on such dietary to live as long as Uchendo, who is clocking almost 9 decades of years, you can locate them. Ladies and gentlemen, we've talked by our people, for our people, and our people. Now I want to invite the High Commissioner of Sierra Leone to the Federal Republic of Nigeria's Council. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome His Excellency Mr. Benga from Sierra Leone. Please give him more Nigerian clap.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hussein. My name is Yusuf F. Bengasama. I'm the Minister Chancellor and Head of Chancellery, Republic of Sierra Leone High Commission in Abuja. I'm here to represent my High Commissioner, who's probably not here today, but I'm pleased to be here. I'm delivering this statement on his behalf. Mr. Chairman, kindly permits me to stand on the existing protocol to deliver a short goodwill message on behalf of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I'm permanent representative to the ECOWAS Commission. Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, it is my singular honor to stand before this august body to deliver a goodwill message and to extend my warmest congratulations to the organizers of this second annual Southeast Economic and Investment Summit, taking place at this beautiful and historic city of Enugu. I owe my heart to the organizing committee whose tireless endeavors have brought together eminent personalities from diverse backgrounds, including diplomats who are here to discuss the economic growth and development of Southeast of this great nation. I'm with a strong conviction that the summit will serve as a platform for stakeholders in the economic development trajectory, whereby policymakers, including regulators in this sector, will share common ideas and exchange views on issues that will accelerate economic growth, not only in the Southeast, but also in the country as a whole. I also believe, Mr. Chairman, that this summit will garner new ideas, innovations, and strategies to
I want to thank the organizers of this event because at the end of the day, nothing comes out of it. We have one serious challenge. I have been to Enugu for this type of events a few times, and whenever we are here, we don't have our governors or their representative. This event is Southeast Economic Powerhouse. It's not Enugu Economic Powerhouse. We need to see our governors if they are interested in what we are doing. What we are saying today has been said and said and said and said, and nothing has happened. You know our problem. I'm sorry to say our problem is our governors. Until our governors work together, there will be no progress in Southeast. We are calling people to come and invest. Where are they going to invest? Are you investing where you will not need to enjoy your investment?
I'm not even sure saying white.
So my message is please, Your Excellency, please, when you get home, speak to our able governor to see what can be done. Let our Southeast governors work together. Number one challenge we have is insecurity. Number one, before every other thing is insecurity. Let me use myself and the Nnewi. I'm from Nnewi as a practical example. I established my first industry in 1987, Life Vegetable Oil. Since then, to the glory of God, we have added more 4 or 5 industries there. In 2014, at Nnewi, I had 4,860 staff. And my vision was that by 2025, I should have over 25,000 staff. We have all it takes to do that. But I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Southeast. In 1995, we had 56 industries in Nnewi alone. In 1995, we had 56 industries in Nnewi alone. From that 56 industries today, from that number, that old companies, only about 6 are still opening their premises. I'm not talking about the new ones that we expected to speak of. The Southeast has the best brains in terms of business. We have people that are willing and interested in investing in Southeast. But the same challenge is what everybody is facing. When you go to Nnewi today, all the successful businessmen, they have all moved to Lagos and Abuja. If you go to Onitsha today, all the successful businessmen that have moved from Onitsha to Lagos and Abuja, are they going to invest when they will not manage their investment? The answer is no. So my message is this: we need our Southeast governors to work together. It's doable. It's doable. The moment they can sit together and plan together, they will achieve the result. It is only after that when you call people to come and invest, they will listen to you. Insecurity is number one. Before infrastructure. Most of the factories in Nnewi, what killed them was power. even before the issue of insecurity got worse. Power killed a lot of them. But I thank God, with Southeast Development Commission, I think if they work together with our governors, we will achieve a lot. Then, talking to investors, are you calling somebody? Okay, let me tell you something that happened last week. We signed PPA with a Chinese company that they supply power in whole Ogun State. They visited Nnewi 2 months ago. They came up with their plan. They're going to, I promise to give them enough land to put up their power plant so that they can supply us, supply Innocent and others. We agreed. We did everything. They're supposed to start. They're supposed to have started work last 2 weeks. They said they are waiting approval from China. Even the president of the company came all the way from China. Only last week, they said that they are not interested to invest in Southeast because of insecurity. This thing happened last week. This Chinese company, the company that supply power in the whole Ogun State. As at now, they have 400 megawatts. They are putting another 800 megawatts in Ogun State for all the industries. And we agreed. They came to know. We took them round. They were very happy. And we mentioned other factories around. I gave them a place to put up the plant that will not take. Then after that, we agreed. We agreed even the price only for them to come back when they're supposed to start work and said that they got the information they got from their distance is that they are not going to invest in the Southeast because of insecurity. This is 1 out of 1,000. So when we are talking about investment in Southeast, please let us resolve the issue of insecurity. If that one is resolved, then every other thing will come in place. If you look at the type of governors we have, I think this is the best time Southeast to have the best governors. The type of governors we have this time around is the best when you compare it since 2009, when we embraced democracy. When I came to Enugu this morning, I was excited with the level of development, even though I've been reading about it on the dailies. But I was excited. Look at how neat. And the project that is coming up everywhere. When you go to Adam, the same thing. Anambra, the same thing. So we have the best set of governors now. My request and my prayer is this. Please, let us see how we can plead with them to work together as brothers. Issue of insecurity will be a thing of the past if they can work together. Because when they come up with one single agenda plan, they face link the Southeast. We know who is bad in our communities. If I pursue the man that is bad in my community and he enter another community, they will pursue him. By the time he enter another community, they will pursue him. Before you know it, they will disappear and we'll have peace. But if I pursue him from my village or from Anambra, he will go to Imo, or he will go to part of Abia, or Enugu State, or Ebonyi. And from there, he will come back again. So before anything will work, please, let our governors start to plan together and work together to fight insecurity. Every other thing will fall in place. This is my message. I don't want to waste our time. Thank you very much.
that when a man has succeeded in business, he can say it as it is. And you can see 4,860 staff in about 3 decades ago. And he opened his first company in 1987. I think before I was born. Is it easy? Put your hands together for him. Ladies and gentlemen, while Chairperson Group President was making a speech, a delegation from the Republic of Botswana came in. The Presidential Envoy, Director, Ministry of Trade and Investment, Republic of Botswana, Mr. Kabelo Nkwane. Put your hands together for him and his team. I'm inviting him at the same time to talk to us and give us the message from the Republic of Botswana. Please appreciate him once again.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies, for the warm welcome. This afternoon, in terms of protocol, dignitaries who are here present, the governor, presidents of various pertinent organizations within the Igbo area, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to pass a warm welcome remarks from our President in Botswana, President Advocate Duma Gideon Bongo. I am pleased that finally I arrived in this place. It's a profound place. It feels like home. And I feel I'm part of you. It's only to choose where in the states where I belong. But generally, I feel welcome and I feel I'm part of this place. And I carry a message and a proposition to this gathering. Distinguished gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I carry a profound message from my country to yourselves to say that Botswana is very ready to welcome you to our country. We have put up a package for the Igbo business community to expand and diversify into our economy, into our country. And we are even willing to offer them citizenship to be part of us as much as they are the people of Nigeria. We have studied your success, we have studied your thinking, we have studied your philosophy, we have studied your resilience, and we have studied your visionary approach. We have studied how you are analytical and the kind of value that you add in any jurisdiction that you go into. And we felt as the Republic of Botswana that it's time that we join hands with the Igbo business community to take our continent to the next level, to take our country as Botswana to the next level. Just to give you a background about the country Botswana, in the southern part of Africa, sharing border with South Africa and Namibia. It's a landlocked, unlike Nigeria, which have access to the sea. We are landlocked, and as such, it turned from being a disadvantage into an advantage in the sense that we have the best governance system in the continent of Africa. It's a well-run, managed country. It's the most peaceful. We don't know war. We've never been through war. We've never encountered internal wars. We are a united nation. As much as we have ethnic groups, but we have one Tswana national language that unify everyone that is taught within our education system. We speak Tswana and English, the whole country. And as such, I give you comfort that when you come to that country, you will experience peace like you've never experienced before. In terms of the population, we are a profound country, amongst the smallest populations in Africa. But it's an opportunity for the Igbo community to join hands with us. We are designed through the governance system, through a well-balanced economy, through a very stable currency, and GDP per capita, which is very consistent. We are proud to say, even though we rely on a single commodity called diamonds, the country has never been in a deficit. We have had reserves since 1987 until 2024. 2025. We've had reserves throughout that can sustain the economy up to 3 years without any revenue coming in. Therefore, we have reached a stage where the economy is not growing. We need business partners. I don't consider you as investors. I consider you as business partners. Because when we are partnering with you, when you win, we win. When you are an investor, we just want you to come in, create jobs for us, and add value to your investment. We want a win-win situation. You win, we win. Africa win, and all of us win. And then we are very conscious of the African Union Vision 2063, which is very emphatic that as Africa, it's time that we trade among ourselves. It's time that we become jealous as an African continent. Do business with your fellow brother before you go into other continents. And it's one of our convictions that African Union Vision 2063 can be achieved, will be achieved, and we are ready to achieve it. Hence, we are here in not on government to government, but presidential office to the Igbo community to say, this is the starting point. Let us walk together through this journey and make Africa great, make Nigeria great, make Botswana great, make Sahel region great, and make the Africans great. As such, Botswana is ready to partner with yourselves. We have structures. We are a very well-governed country in the sense that we have a development plan. Currently, we are working on National Development Plan 12, which is an outward-looking development plan. Our focus is not only on the Botswana market, on the Botswana economy. Our focus is servicing the whole of Africa. It's an export-led plan. It's an export-led vision, which when you become part of us, we participate together. We will unlock all the bottlenecks that will inhibit investors, business people, and billionaires from advancing into other jurisdictions into Africa. But Botswana will give you that platform. One, because our banking system, we are finalizing the open banking system, but in terms of our policy and regulation and legislation, we are an open market economy. You bring in $50 billion, and if you want to repatriate it the next day, our ecosystem financial regulations, they are open. You can repatriate all your profit, all your money, without anybody holding on to a portion of your money. That's how open we are. And then in terms of open banking, we want to create a platform whereby when you transact from Botswana to Nigeria, you press the button within 30 minutes or latest an hour, the transaction has reached Nigeria. That is called instant payment processing protocol. That is what we are gravitating towards. And even more, we are open to innovation as a country. Initially, our regulation was not conducive for innovation. But since our pension fund has funded innovation, now we have opened up for innovation. When you come up, you invest in innovation. Even though we don't have that regulation, we have put together a sandbox regulation that allows the smooth transition. It will allow you to trade with the world while we develop regulation as you are trading. As soon as everything is put together, we issue a license such that it's formalized. So that is easy of doing business. We are super ready in terms of the ecosystem around payments, around fintech. Botswana has put regulations together. We are ready to connect you with the world. And the last ecosystem in terms of the banking, economics, we are putting our laws together such that we will allow, as much as we have SWIFT that is dominated by the West, we are putting together a unified payment ecosystem that is widely used by India and the countries in the eastern part. That ecosystem, it opened up such that when the West wants to sanction, as long as you have UPI, whether they sanction you or they don't sanction you, transaction will continue to happen. That's the environment that we are cultivating for the Igbo community to come and do business with the world without minimum restriction. As you know, India can do business with Russia, while the West does not approve because of that ecosystem. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thankful that you invited me to speak to yourselves. We are super ready, and as the person who has been assigned to deal with all the bottlenecks for you as you come to Botswana, the process that would rather take 6 months, I'll make sure that it's done within a week or 2 weeks later. And we've had an interaction with the chairman of the Igbo business community. We've shared and poured our hearts to them to say we are not bluffing, we are not here to entertain you, we are on a mission. And believe you me, we've had cordial discussions and we have sent a message to our president. And what has encouraged us even more, the Director General of World Health Organization, is it World Economic Forum? She was with our president yesterday, and from what I hear, the president is very impressed and is convinced that what we are initiating will work. And very soon we are extending an invitation through the Business Council for a delegation to come to Botswana meet our president. And then I'll start doing my job to facilitate you accordingly. And we drove from another state, I think it's Igbo State, coming here. I saw a lot of infrastructure development, and that tells me that the Igbo community, Igbo regional governors, leaders, they are very serious about development. And that is a testament that as you be coming to Botswana, we expect the same. And indeed, we will cultivate the environment and make it conducive for you to develop infrastructure in Botswana. It's a good environment that your investment, your infrastructure will pay dividends. And I assure you that I'll be with you all the way. And my name will, I hope I'll be honored in the Igbo land after what we will have achieved together. Director of Ceremonies, thank you for giving me an opportunity, and I yield. Thank you. If you don't see woman, one day you watch her.
That young man who led the presidential delegates of Botswana has something to offer. Please appreciate him. Ladies and gentlemen, before I invite His Excellency to declare the business section, the inspection of the pavilion open. Your Excellency, please permit me to invite His Royal Highness Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Agobozo to speak to us. We have to invite him because some organizations are socio-economic, some are socio-cultural. Though I'm not saying socio-traditional. Igwe no.
Your Excellency, Barrister Ifeanyi, Deputy Governor of Enugu State, representing His Excellency Dr. Peter Bisimba, Governor of Enugu State. I have no record of the protocol here, but I think I know every face here. I don't know whether I can say it is fortunate or unfortunate. And most of the time, we come in a forum like this, and it is always almost the same face. If you call this meeting again next year, you will see old man Ochendu coming in. You will see that as old as he is, he is so patriotic and so determined to lift us up before God calls him. And we are very grateful, sir. Then you see the first governor of Enugu State, I hope I'm right. The first governor of Enugu State, Dr. Kwesile Ezeburu. So, he's always there, all the time. And now, the man we simply know as Chikasi, the investor, the entrepreneur, the distinguished businessman from Nnewi, always around. Now, the man who is toiling all the time, trying to bring us together, calling everybody, phoning, working 24 hours of the day. Dr. Ifeanyi, thank you for bringing us here again today. And now, we have beside him somebody who could have been a very good president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mazi Owabuwa. Many people don't know him because he's always quiet and unassuming. But the thing in his head can solve the problems we have in this country. And thank you for being here. Then my younger colleague, fellow diplomat from Botswana. Let me tell you, Botswana is the best governed country on the continent of Africa. Many people don't know this because God has always given them very, very good leaders. So, Kabelo, when you go back, or when you call them, tell Ambassador Oten Kabebe that I asked of him, and your former president, my good friend, His Excellency President Festus Mogae. These are people I work with. To liberate Africa from colonialism. and appetite. I know your country very well. You have had good leaders, wonderful people. And our colleague from Sierra Leone, Sierra Leoneans have an affinity with Igbo land. Many of the leaders who founded Sierra Leone were Igbos. For those who want to learn a bit of history. So when you come here and say I'm at home, I just laugh in my mind. Because the younger generation may not know. But you are really one of us. I'm very happy you are here. Thank you. And the OAU, Dr. Kaloko was our doctor. He was from Sierra Leone. And we worked closely with him. Now I get to the Deputy President General of our SND. Sir, you are welcome. The President General himself was here, dead on time. Senator Mbata. He was disappointed because this hall was empty. I sat down with him here. Then he had other engagements at the secretariat. So he went out. And the lesson is that we should try to keep time. It is absolutely necessary. We try to keep time. You see, I felt sorry when I see my deputy governor coming here to stay. Because I know what will be waiting for him in the office. They don't spend a minute wastefully in Enugu State. The governor and the deputy, they always work. So please, let us learn to keep to time. It's very important. Down there, I can see the 3-star general. I hope it's 3-star. Or is it 4 now? Or 5? Yes, general. Omari. Thank you. It's the same face, all the time, the same face. I can't even see all the people there. But please, forgive me because I said I don't have any protocol list. But since I know everybody, I have to appreciate everybody. I don't have much to say, except to remind us that if you have a misfortune, you have a misfortune in one way or the other, and you keep on talking about the misfortunes, it will blind your vision for good. Yes, we had a civil war, we had all that, but that's all over. We should not be looking at the future and see what we can do. I don't want to repeat what the experts in this field, because I'm not an expert in business. I don't want to repeat what they have said. The only thing I would like to say is that, yes, we have had bad governors. We have had bad governors. Let us agree. Because they are our brothers. They were not imported. But right now, things have changed. Yes. So instead of talking about the past, we should be celebrating what is good. And having said that, I would like to say that if you do something in 2023, 2024, 2025, and the results are always the same. You should ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? Ochen, what are we doing wrong? Do you know the answer? From my own little experience, because I'm also getting old. Where is Ife? Ife, please, I'm addressing you. Don't waste your time organizing this Southeast Business Investment Summit. Are you listening, Ife? We were talking of the glorious days of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe and Dr. Michael Okpara. Were they having investment summit here? I'm asking you, have you people seen Okpara Azikiwe having investment summit? You went to school, you should not have, taken your tuition fee for granted. We must go and read our own history and understand it and apply it. We shouldn't follow others. We shouldn't follow others. So if you call this investment summit here 100 times, you will get the same faces, except those who unfortunately will die. Because if Wale was alive, he will still be here. If Obioso was alive, he will still be here. Kami Dikeka will still be here. And so on. I'm sorry, I was talking of Ikenga Neru and go on. So this is the thing. In my family, Deputy Fandi Igbo, Jen and Puke Pais, Ndi Diego, do my business. Don't call me. I'm waiting for my market. Go sit down and get them. They can do wonders. History, our culture, when you go jail with Fabana and Puke. All aya upon book and aya, all business upon book and business. All business upon the all big born there. Deputy Papa, wife, although wife and why I want to know my back. Over again, people. Governors. Abatie uzo. Abatie uzo na the governors, na deputy governors. Weba neje. Ebido ene anafe ayo papa iso yibo. Ana ene anafe ayo. Now
thank you. I believe we will not stop trying. We will continue to try until we mount pressure to get it better. That is the philosophy. Thank you. Before I invite His Excellency, let me invite the patriotic Igbo son, who in few weeks' time will be clocking 9 decades on the surface of the earth. Former chairman, Police Service Commission, an accomplished technocrat. I'm talking about Chief Dr. Simon Okeke.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me stand on the existing protocol for saving time. I salute the organizers for their effort, even if their intention has not been fully realized by virtue of not having here certain people that ordinarily would have here, especially the governors, which was the emphasis of the royal father. Thank you for saying it. I thank you for your reactions. Each occasion, my name is mentioned and the age mentioned. I thank you for your reactions. And I am standing here to give you the anointing. You will all celebrate 90 years. Well, I'm here just to emphasize one or two things. Many of you here were not born at independence of Nigeria, October 1, 1960. But at independence, the British handed the baton of governance to Tafawa Balewa, Zik, and others on the basis of Nigeria standing on a tripod. Tripod means 3 legs. Today, well, the legs, Igbo leg 1, Yoruba leg 2, Hausa Fulani leg 3. Today, unfortunately, you all know, Nigeria is standing no longer on 3 legs, but on 2. One leg is broken. And it is my cardinal belief Nigeria will continue to be unstable. It will continue wobbling until the broken leg is restored. January 15, the military made some moves not common, the government was torpedoed and they took over power. In trying to get things right, the rulers and leaders went to Aburi and agreed on the new mode of living together, modus vivendi. All unanimously agreed, signed, delivered, read over many times before they signed, translated in the languages of the major tribes there, and they signed on getting to Nigeria. There was a dragging of leg. What was agreed was not implemented. Our brother, who was the leader, insisted that he has to be implemented. They said no. This led to the Nigeria-Biafra war. The leader with whom we agreed to do certain things if the East were pushed beyond certain level, we thought would accept to behave as we agreed. Again, it was stopped. Instead, became the chairman, the deputy chairman, to the leader of the military leader, and also the Minister of Finance. We were dealt with. Our zone, Southeast, was blockaded on the land, on the sea, on the air, leading to, while we were fighting, there was no food. And Kwashiorkor came everywhere. We capitulated due to mainly starvation. The agreement of our ceasing the war was signed, sealed, and delivered on the first floor of my uncle, Ben Atuchukwu at Anish, with Justice Samuel Banefo, who drafted the agreement, General Philip Epsion was observing, Bernard Ojogu, the head of military intelligence, was observing. Joe Achuzie was also observing. I, as the head of the 11th Division of the Army Intelligence, me standing before you, I was the head. Ojukwu appointed me as the head of the 11th Division of Military Intelligence of the Army, under Brigadier Patrick Amadi. I was also observing. the agreement. After signing, this was on 13th of January 1970. The signed agreement was given to Olusegun Obasanjo, who was the commander of 10th Marine Commando, and he took it to Lagos. And all agreed on no Victor, no what? No. And there will be 3 R's: reconstruction, rehabilitation, and yes. But today, we all know whether there was a Victor or not. Today, we have ceased from number 1 to number 3 in 1979 to 1983, when our brother, Dr. Alice Akume, was the vice president. So we were number 2. From number 2 to when our brothers were president of Senate, we were number 3. Today, we have fallen down to the abyss of being number 7 on the protocol list of Nigeria. Today, number 7. But I thank our Igbo men and women, young and old, for standing fast with their heads high, operating everywhere with confidence. And by the grace of God, we will overcome. The bones are right again. My appeal, finally, is to emphasize what has been said before, and that is working together of our 5 governors. And unless and until our 5 governors put their heads together, irrespective of their different parties that produced them, make Igbo your number 1 and general agenda for everyone. Unless and until the political actors, starting from them, the 5 governors and the 15 senators, put heads together and deliberate with select royal fathers, Ohanese, and select elders what to do to save the Igbo nation. The worst thing that will happen is psychological defeat. God forbid that Igbos will be psychologically defeated. God forbid. Unless and until they put their heads together to find solutions of our problem, especially business people. If the 5 governors and the 15 senators and the Ohanese president and the royal fathers move to the power that be and say, this is what we want. We want a port in the east, Port Harcourt, or Calabar, or Oguta. We want a port there. Because we are strangers, we import and we also export. Unless it is done, we are not with you.
Thank you.
if they put together, this will be done. Similarly, if they act together to make a demand, under no circumstances, will they be denied their request. Please, governors, senators, Ohanese, royal fathers, distinguished elders, let's work and get the governors, especially governors, together with this, all of it together, to know what to do. I thank you very much.
I think he was being so passionate about his speech, drawing lines from the pre-colonial era, the war era, and the post-war era. Please put your hands together for him. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, let me invite the man of the moment, a colony of knowledge, an outstanding star in the community of Nigerian Forum of Deputy Governors because of his power of oratory and intellectual IQ. Join me to welcome the special guest of honor, Southeast Business Summit 2025. His Excellency, Barrister Ifeanyi Osai. Put your hands together.
Please sit down. Thank you. Your Excellency, the former governor of Enugu State, our older brother, Dr. Christine Zemono, and the chairman of the summit group, Chief Sam Ohuawoman, our business leaders here, led by Chikasin, ACO Kafo. I want to, in a special way, recognize our elder statesman, the former chairman of Police Service Commission, Chief Okafor, Professor Kenife, Igwe Agobus, and all the dignitaries here. But in a special way, I want to recognize the delegation from Sierra Leone and from Botswana. Thank you so much. We are actually getting chary of time, so I'll be very brief. And I welcome all of you to Enugu. My mission here today is simple: to declare the Southeast Business and Investment Summit open. A lot has been said today, and I think we have so much work yet to do. And all the comments made here, particularly that from Igwe Agobus, should be taken in good faith because it holds so much value. Because if you've done things for so long in a particular way, and we're not getting the result that we need, it is time for us to assume that the design life of the approach we had adopted, has reached its end, and it's possibly time to reinvent the approach. And I like what Chief Okeke told us, and I'm particularly excited by the strategic approach deployed by Professor Kenife in speaking to us. But it's also good to recognize the effort of the organizers of this event, because today, new market opportunities have opened up for Indigo business. In Sierra Leone, in Botswana. It's a no-mean achievement. Possibly, if this event did not hold, those opportunities may not have come knocked on our door. So it's all not lost. What we must be able to produce
for us to trade. We must be able to be inventive for us to compete. And we cannot compete and produce in the state where we are and think we can favorably compete. I listened with pain the experience shared by Chikasa of the conversations with the Chinese company for power and how it all faltered. Nigeria is facing a security challenge, no doubt. We are difficult one. But as government, those you've asked to serve, we are doing everything we can to bring the situation under control. In Enugu, I can guarantee you, we've made critical and huge investment in security. We will also attest to the fact that the numbers of incidences are beginning to drop in a geometric proportion. But we're not there yet, but we're working hard to get there. We invested aggressively in technology. We invested aggressively in intelligence gathering. We are also taking the battle to the doorsteps of those who hunt us. And for every single crime committed on the soil of Enugu State, we stop at nothing until the people responsible are found. We hunt them, we find them, and we decimate them. Some of the successes we've made are not those we are happy to discuss publicly. But be rest assured that while you sleep in Enugu, we are awake to ensure that you're protected. A lot has been said about the trajectory for us to grow. And it's important to note that we're that city, we're that zone that had the first indigenous university in this country. We're also the home to Nigeria's finest University of Science and Technology, the Federal University of Technology at Owerri, the Enugu State University of Science and Technology. But in an event of this nature, I expect our institutions to be represented. And in all our acknowledgements, none of the leaders of any of these institutions or their representatives are here. It speaks to the daunting task ahead of all of us. Because Silicon Valley is what it is because of Stanford. Our schools are the homes for our research, innovation, and expansion of new ideas. And we cannot successfully achieve our aim and purpose if we have no relationship with them with respect to growth and development. And we can go on and on. There are things we can achieve while we still solve our security problems. We don't even have free and efficient movement of goods and services within Southeast. Producers in Enugu, by the time they move their goods from here to Aba or Oka, they will have made 3, 10, 20, 30 revenue checkpoints. That cannot be a zone desirous of growth. If we must expand our opportunities, if we must develop the way we project to, we must first of all work to create a common market. In Southeast, a common market that makes investment attractive to foreign investors and private capital. Because you're talking about ports, you're talking about rail. It doesn't make sense for an investor to put his or her finance to do rail from here to Soka or from here to Oka. The capital outlay is huge. There must be a market that makes it viable. So that's why you need our universities, that's why you need our best brains, that's why you need our businessmen and government, which goes back to what Agogo's told us. I'm not aware that you can raise 20 billion naira by donation. It hasn't worked anywhere in the world, and it will still not work here. There are film capital all over the world looking for attractive businesses to invest in. We must first of all curate that business, develop it, put the environment in place, ensure that we synchronize those predictables that businesses need. A businessman trying to invest in our region will be happier that the same rule, bureaucratic bottlenecks he will face in Enugu, the same he will face in Aba, in Imo, in Abia, in Ebonyi, in Anambra, because it's going to be a common market for him. We can standardize those. We can make the ease of doing business simpler and synchronize them, make them more predictable. That way, we are guaranteeing businesses that we're working together. And they begin to look at us as a common market where it is safe to invest and you can draw back on investment. We cannot succeed the way we are dealing with the approach. It's convenient to blame governors. It's convenient to say, let's discuss with the governors. But for us to sit down with the governors, we must first of all work with our intelligentsia to develop the framework that will present before them for conversation. We must develop the business framework, the strategic engagement protocol that we'll be asking everybody to sign into and ask our technical team to begin to ensure that they're implemented down the line. That's how it's going to work. I agree. Talk shops as this nature will not solve the problem. And either Ohanese or the business summit must raise a lobby team for some of the things we need to make businesses attractive to investors in Southeast. We need the relationship and approval of the federal government. And we must have a lobby team that will engineer the lobby needed that we need to make those approvals come. It's not going to happen by summits as this nature. It's going to happen by talk shops or radio conversations. It has to happen behind closed doors. Persuasion, lobby, negotiation, diplomatic maneuvers. We have those in diplomatic code that will teach us what to do. But we must attempt to do them. I want to thank you for coming to Enugu and finding time to have this conversation. And I also want to lend the support of our government to whatever approach both Ohanese and the Business Council decides to take in making Southeast the preferred place for investment, trade, and tourism. On behalf of our government, who will to be here, I want to declare this event open and wish you all happy deliberation.
I told you he has so many things to say at any point in time. Please put your hands together for him once again. Thank you, Your Excellency. At this point, the Deputy Governor will move round with some of the dignitaries to finally open the exhibition pavilion. Let me let you know that the member South Development Commission, Dr. Charles Zofa, is here, who is representing Ambassador God knows in Ghana. So this is a time for formal exhibition. have to sit. Please have your seat. It's very important. We'll be rounding off very soon. Remember, we have this bishop that is going to be a walking exhibition. So I want to invite, I think the last speaker, after that we go on walking exhibition. A man who is representing the South Development Commission. A proud son of the South with intellectual embodiment, Dr. Charles Zuofa. He's representing Ambassador God knows in Ghana. Please, let's put our hands together for him.
Thank you kindly. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first thank His Excellency that has just left us. I assume that a lot of dignitaries recognize by the protocol that I will need to stand. As has been said today, I'm going to be here in dual capacities. First, I will be representing the leader, the chairman of the board of trustees, Pan Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, as well as in my own capacity
significant role. Nevertheless, abundant opportunities remain for growth and collaboration. Among these opportunities are the need for greater cooperation among Igbo businesses, identifying areas of complementarity, and the adoption of modernized business practices. There is a need to work beyond traditional practices and aim for higher scale operations, positioning Igbo businesses among the world's leading enterprises. Supporting fellow entrepreneurs, fostering mentorship, and encouraging mutual development are crucial. Equally important is the engagement of the Igbo diaspora, one of the most vibrant Nigerian diaspora communities. Diaspora investments are increasingly critical across Africa. Nigerian diaspora remittances are projected to reach $15 billion. A significant portion originating from Igbo entrepreneurs. Strategically channeling these resources could have transformative effects on towns and industries across the Southeast and South-South. In addition to focusing on internal growth, it is vital for the Southeast business community to engage with its immediate neighbors in the South-South. Historically, the Southeast and South-South have been intertwined through kinship, intermarriage, and shared economic activities, forming a bond that predates colonial rule. Intermarriage has been so prevalent that many Igbos carry bloodlines from other South-South ethnic groups and vice versa. Today, the Southeast and South-South are natural business partners. While the South-South may not yet match the Southeast on an economic scale, it offers abundant resources and opportunities for mutually beneficial partnerships. The region is endowed with almost 37 billion barrels of proven oil reserves and 209 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. This petroleum sector will continue to dominate the Nigerian economy, offering a wide range of opportunities for Igbo entrepreneurs in upstream and downstream activities, including exploration, production, transportation, refining, distribution, oil servicing, shipping pipelines, and barging. Beyond petroleum, the South-South is rich in solid minerals such as coal, kaolin, silica, sand, sea salt, lignite, and limestone. Agriculture also presents significant opportunities. While favorable climate, fertile land, and abundant fresh water supporting diverse crop cultivation, products grown in the South-South increasingly have demand in the global market. The marine and blue economy further expands the region's potential. With approximately 70% of Nigeria's 850-kilometer coastline located in the Niger Delta, there are opportunities in shipping, fishing, coastal transportation, tourism, hotel and resort development, sea soil processing, and marine resource exploitation. The Niger Delta business environment is evolving, with governments becoming increasingly responsive and offering favorable conditions for investors. Real estate, in particular, presents a notable investment opportunity. While Igbo entrepreneurs have invested extensively in property across Nigeria, the Niger Delta remains underdeveloped in this regard. Strategic development of business and housing estates, coupled with guarantees for investment protection, could unlock significant value. By aligning the creative competence of Igbo entrepreneurs with the resource endowment of the Niger Delta, both regions can realize substantial economic gains, improve road and air connectivity between major Southeast and South-South cities, will further facilitate trade. Additionally, financial opportunities exist, including potential access to the 30 billion naira NDDC fund designed to support the Niger Delta entrepreneurs, which could also be leveraged by Southeast partners. In conclusion, I will call on the Igbo business community to embrace a new era of engagement, taking full advantage of the opportunities within the Southeast and South-South by collaborating
Strategically, these regions can form a formidable economic bloc capable of creating Africa's largest regional economic zone. This partnership will have multiplier effects on standards of living, economic development, and overall prosperity for our people. While regional cooperation is essential, this does not preclude partnerships with other parts of Nigeria, which remain critical for nationwide integration. It is my hope that by this time next year, we will convene a Southeast South-South Business Summit to facilitate private sector interactions in an environment conducive to growth, innovation, and mutual benefit. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you sincerely and wish everyone a highly successful summit. That was Ambassador Igale's speech. Now, my part in conclusion. My commission, the South-South Development Commission, I'm amazed that the South-East Development Commission is not represented here. We are in talks to forge a way forward for both regions. My workaholic MD and yours as well will meet regularly, and I'm sure the next summit of the South-South and South-East will take place and will unfold most of what we are talking about. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DJ Harris. Please, important announcement. Listen wherever you are. If you know the airport hotel, Oranto Airport Hotel, before the airport, that is where business dinner and award night is holding tonight. And it's better you miss even your dinner, your food, than to miss this. Because the chairman of the event, who is already around, is the owner of the hotel. That is Engineer Prince Abese. Was he Bondo? So he will be there, and some other industrious Igbo sons and daughters will be honored and inducted into Southeast Business Hall of Fame. And the information reaching me, the organizers never anticipated this event to last this long. That is why every preparation for refreshments, both for VIP and VVIP, is reserved for the dinner. So please, I beg of you, for anyone who is in anticipation of refreshments here, we've overstretched our time because we didn't start at the stipulated time. So we have 3 hours added to it. So please, get ready in the night for the dinner. While the man from the South-South was making his speech, one of our guest speakers, who will be talking to us tomorrow, because now we are not going into business speech. Tomorrow, we are going to use the dome, the hall at the front, just beside the cathedral hall. That is where the business speech, every other discussion will be taking place. So you have to take note. For this time, we are ending this session by having a walk. Take a look at some of the brands, the local men who have met the international standard, because their family products can compete anywhere in the world, both in quality, both in durability, and value for your money. Before then, let me recognize the presence of a professor of high ratings, Professor Olusegun Depo Shebeson, all the way from Southwest. Please put your hands together for him. at the branch we have. So we walk like this with the members of the press, the cameramen, and so on. Then we go this way. If you look at your back, you will see so many products and so many brands. So instead of patronizing China for American products, the war actually began in Africa. So let us have introspective progression in what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, Dr. Okwesili Modo, may you stand and order big interest as we take a look at the locally made products that are here. And after that, we say goodbye to this section. My name is Ondi Diamond Odozio. Thank you. Prof, you can join, please.